If I have ever asked you for anything, know that this was a huge accomplishment for me. And a few years ago, I couldn't do this. Welcome to my very first story time. And the intention of story time is for you to get to know me, to see where our lives may parallel, and also to support you in your life journey by learning from my mistakes and my awarenesses I have also made on my journey. All of my life, I have always brought other people's needs before my own. So, for instance, if I had a friend that had a creative project, I would stop whatever I was doing, help them with their project, make sure their project was a success, and I wouldn't ask them for a dime. So I had a friend, actually I had a few friends who offered to pay me to help them with their project, and I would not tell them a price. And I always have brought other people's needs before my own. And I would never, ever ask them for a dime or ask them for help with anything. Most of the issues that we have as an adult stems from childhood. Growing up, my father was working at this very stressful job. He had this horrible boss, and he would come home stressed, he would come home upset. And me as a child, I did not calculate or put together that his stress, his upset, um, his anger, that was coming from him not being able to deal with his stressful situation at his job. And it had nothing to do with me. So when I saw him come home and upset, as a child, I wanted to make him feel better. So what I would do, I would show him my report card and be like, "Oh, dad, look, I made straight A's," or "I got student of the week," or some accomplishment, or "I got this position and the Student Government Association." I would do stuff to appease him, to make him feel better, because I did not want him to be in that stressful, upset state. And I did not realize that it had nothing to do with me and that he would resolve his issues. And I brought his well being before my own. Because as a child, seeing him come home that stressful, that upset, it frightened me. So I naturally wanted to do something to make him feel better. I wanted to see that cheery, happy father. And I know that my father loves me, but I didn't know as a child how to make him get back to that special place. So as a child, I had a few beliefs that showed up into my adulthood. So there was a belief that people's needs are more important than my needs, i.e., my friends working on their creative projects and not working on mine. Appeasing my father, making sure he felt great, but not dealing with my emotions as being a frightened child, seeing him come home being so upset. And the other thing that caused me to bring this into my adulthood is I had a belief that children are seen and not heard. Like, I grew up that way. You kept your mouth shut. You were seen, but you damn sure couldn't say a word. So that developed into me not voicing my needs. So that turned into adulthood as me not being able to ask people if I needed help or if I needed anything. And it also turned into me not being able to tell my associates or friends how much I wanted them to pay me. So I offer that you look back through your life and any issues that you have, like if you have a similar issue or any issues that you have, that you think back and look into your childhood of where this first showed up. And then that will support you in making those changes in your life. So just having that awareness alone was huge. So it made me more mindful and it made me see where I was not speaking up for myself in the past. It made me see where I was bringing other people's needs or whatever they wanted before my own needs. So just having that awareness is hugely powerful. So I offer that you look at your life and see where you have these beliefs and these patterns where you're doing that over and over again throughout your life. And that will support you in correcting that going forward. That is all for now. Have an amazing day and thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video.